Black mail-order bride rejected for her color, until a millionaire farmer saw her as his perfect. The bus jolted to a stop on a dusty rural road. From its doors stepped Amina, a young woman from Kenya, her suitcase small, her hope enormous. She had come as a mail-order bride, answering the letters of a man in the U.S. who promised her a home, a family, a future. She wore her best dress, simple, pressed, and carried a heart beating with nervous faith. But when she approached the porch of the farmhouse, the man waiting there looked her up and down once, and his smile curdled into disgust. "You didn't tell me," he hissed. "You didn't tell me you were black." The words cut sharper than a blade. His family, gathered nearby, whispered and sneered. His mother spat at the ground. "She'll never belong here." Amina's cheeks burned. She wanted to vanish, but the man pressed a few crumpled bills into her hand. "Take the bus back to the city. Don't embarrass me." Laughter rippled as the bus pulled away, leaving her stranded, suitcase at her feet, heart in pieces. Hours later, as the sun dipped, a dusty pickup truck rolled by. It slowed. Behind the wheel sat Jacob Carter, a tall, weathered farmer with rough hands and eyes that missed nothing. He had land that stretched further than sight, cattle worth millions, but a heart scarred by loneliness after his wife's passing years before. He stopped, rolled down his window, and studied the trembling woman by the road. "You look lost." Her voice cracked. "They didn't want me, because of my skin." Jacob's jaw tightened. He'd seen cruelty before, but something about her honesty, her raw, unguarded pain, struck deep. "Get in," he said quietly. At first, Amina thought it was pity. But when they reached his ranch, she realized Jacob wasn't a man who pitied anyone. He listened. He asked about her life, her dreams, her family back home. And when she tried to hide her shame, he stopped her. "Look at me," he said. "Don't ever shrink yourself for small people. Not in my house." In the days that followed, she cooked simple meals in his kitchen, helped feed his animals, and for the first time in weeks, laughed, truly laughed. Jacob's workers noticed too, the way her presence brought warmth, the way Jacob's eyes softened when she spoke. One evening, at the town's harvest festival, Jacob walked in with Amina on his arm. The hall fell silent. The same family that had spat at her now watched in shock. Whispers spread. "Is that Carter? With her?" A young man sneered loudly, "Guess he couldn't find a real woman." Jacob's voice boomed across the room. "Say that again. I dare you." Silence. He pulled Amina closer. "This woman has more courage and grace than any of you here. You'll show her respect, or you'll answer to me." Gasps echoed. The farmer, the millionaire, had spoken. And no one dared defy him. Months later, the same porch where she was once rejected became the stage for a triumph. The family that mocked her now stood speechless as Jacob placed a diamond ring on her finger. With tears in her eyes, Amina whispered, "Why me?" Jacob smiled softly. "Because when others saw color, I saw my future." The story spread beyond the town, whispered in churches, shared in newspapers, the black mail-order bride who was cast aside, and found love, dignity, and a home with the men powerful enough to see her worth. And from that day on, no one dared call her outsider again. She wasn't a stranger. She was Mrs. Carter.